finance person here at General RV, and your name is?
Hello, my friends. My name is Mr. Cupcake. It's so good to see you today. I have great pleasure to have my friends here about in the open range. They're going to be going down to the Kentucky. Don't name it. And they're going to pick a horse name though. Maybe going to be like don't know. Maybe like I'm done.
It has been a pleasure to work with him. He has been helping us stay upbeat and just enjoying this all from day one.
Thanks for hitting that play button, guys. This week we're gonna start this video out on our boat. We got so much to share. We are out currently with our friends Tracy and Craig. All right, special shout out to Tracy and Craig. Guys, when I say it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. You're gonna find out in this video.
I'm sorry?
How did you recognize
I
it?
actually recognize you. I spoke with you the most. So I recognized you. How did everything go? Did it get scared away or?
First off, I want to say thank you. You guys did a great job, and because of you guys taking the pictures and stuff like that, it helped us.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Good. Did you guys get a copy of the report and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, we got sent the copy of the report.
Sorry, I'm trying to back the boat up so we're not rude. I'm not trying to be rude, I promise.
No.
Yeah, they sent us a copy of the report last week, but we haven't filed nothing against the state yet as far as
the park
tree.
yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But we are going to, but it was because of your details.
Oh, awesome.
Well, yeah.
I'm glad that it worked out. Are you guys able to get a new one? Did you order a new one yet?
We pick it up tomorrow.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Same thing? Or
Exact same unit.
That was a nice unit.
Thank you.
I liked it.
Hey,
Oh, you're all right.
Thanks so much for your help.
Not a problem, guys. Won't leave you guys alone. I just wanted to say hello and see how it went.
Everything
so
looked good.
much.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
What's your first name again?
Scott.
Scott.
Enjoy your day out today.
All right,
Yep,
you too.
thank you.
What's the odds of that?
Yeah, that is. So guys, that was the officer who actually came out when the tree,
night.
the very first night when the tree fell on our RV. He actually was the one out. He was very he gave us a lot of information, told us everything that had to take place and what was going to go on and what we can do and what we can't do. But anyway, guys, we have Craig and Tracy.
Hi, everyone.
Tracy. And y'all know this lady right here, right? So today we are going to talk about our insurance, what happened with the insurance, because I know everybody want to have questions about it. So we're going to talk about what happened with the
The
insurance.
process of getting the new camper, which we owe these two.
Yes.
I think it was because the RV center saw what took place and gave favor because that RV actually went up to $20,000 more than what we paid for it. And they're saying it's supply and demand.
Sure.
It's a shortage. There's a shortage on parts where now if someone really wants that RV, they're going to have to pay for it because of the shortage. So we were going to be that next couple that was going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, but it was a good thing that you guys knew Dan, what's his name?
Dan Gordish, sales manager.
Sales manager at General RV. He actually came through for us.
Yeah. Came
And-
through in a big way.
In a big way, and hooked us up with a good salesman.
Yeah.
We, the salesman name was
Pat Higgins.
Pat, but it was kind of nice.
Patrick Higgins.
Patrick
Yeah.
Higgins.
Yeah,
when you guys first walked in, how they were all standing there waiting for
I
you
know.
to greet you guys and the team that they had there, and away you guys went. That
Yes.
was awesome.
that was awesome.
And that was because of these two though.
Actually, I wish we would have had. If I known they was going to do that, we would have had the camera with us that day. But we did not have the camera.
I didn't know they were going to do that.
You didn't?
We didn't know. We had no
No,
idea.
Dan never told me that.
So what did you guys say to Dan?
I just was texting back and forth with him and told him that what your situation was and that you had bought there previously and that you purchased prior to that
was the baddest
wasn't
things.
the greatest.
Okay.
And so I was just texting him that, and I said it would be nice that, you know, if they could get a great salesperson this time and just have a better experience. You know, that's as good for them as it is for you. You know,
Exactly.
they don't want General RV to be known as bad, you know, sales or whatever. So that's all. And then I just said, you know, when we decided what time we'd be there, just told him what time and everything we'd be there. And then with that accident on 77,
Yep.
I kept texting him when I said, we're in the parking lot, but they're caught in that accident. And he was like, yep, I know. And he's like, that's fine.
Yeah.
So he just rolled with it.
Wow.
Very kind staff. So thank you, General RV. And we are not being paid to do a commercial, but we want to give credit to them for how they treated us, and the simple fact that they did not go up and mark up a RV that that could have been marked up by other RV centers.
And not only, guys, they actually had this RV shipped in. This RV was located. Craig actually found the RV. Where was it at, Craig? In
That
Michigan?
state up north.
The state up north. So if you're from Ohio, you'll know what state it is that he's talking about up north. Well, he actually found the RV up north, and the General RV had it shipped here. No charge. They didn't charge us for shipping or anything. So they shipped it here. Actually, we went out and looked for the RV. What? Our RV got destroyed on a Tuesday. We was out 2 days later, putting money down on another RV. So that's we could tell you guys what's going on now.
Yeah. Now we did look at some other RVs, like a fifth wheel, and we went into a couple of Class A's and some other trailers, but we're happy with what we have because it has this outside kitchen and it has my washer and dryer hookup. So we kind of,
full-size refrigerator
yes.
too.
So in other words, we did consider trying to look for a different RV, but we was actually happy with the RV that we had already. So I didn't see anything wrong. Like, hey, if we can't find an RV that's come close to this one, we'll stick with this one. And as far as fifth wheel, Craig and Tracy just got a fifth wheel, guys. But the way that we camp, we like to have our bed open, so we like to have, you know, put our electric bikes on. Well, they got electric bikes too, though, so y'all found a way to make that work. We could have got a fifth wheel, huh?
We could have.
Yeah, we found a way to make the electric bike work.
We'll talk about the electric bikes maybe later in another video.
Yeah, so they did. Special shout out to them.
So we have gotten so many questions about the insurance process, and let me tell you, this has definitely been the most stressful moment for me throughout this whole process. And I would also have to say it was also a lesson learned. So we want to explain and start from the beginning to the end, but we hope that everyone is definitely able to take something away from this part or segment of the video, and maybe even look at their own insurance policy, maybe also keep things that they need to be more attentive to, and also just speaking to these two friends of ours who has definitely given us some great advice. We also want to get a lot of their information on what they have done to make sure that they are also protected. So, Talmage, can you please start us off? Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Start us off on the process that you did when it came to
I was
starting
gonna
our
let you
journey.
handle this, being that you know all about this.
No,
Go
because
ahead.
you were talking to the insurance guy. You were talking to the insurance guy.
So who took care of the business?
How much? Talk to them.
All right, guys. When it comes to your insurance, you got to read that policy, because if you got an insurance agent, you don't know what they put on the policy. A lot of times they'll put things on the policy just because they're trying to save you some money, but really it won't benefit you if you have a total loss. So you want to look on your policy. You want to make sure that you have replacement. That's the key word, and placement on your policy. If anything happened to your RV, you want replacement. And we had replacement on our policy, but for some reason, when we went to go do our policy over, the agent was trying to save us money and took the replacement off.
So you guys, the agent did something called a rewrite. And when the agent did a rewrite, we did not look at the policy. So the replacement word was not in the rewrite. Therefore, it had to be based off of the total amount.
It was based off the total amount, what they wrote the policy up. But let me say this, all right? This is what it came down to. The agent, we had the policy rewrote the day that the tree fell on our RV. That day, 3 hours before the tree fell on our RV, we had our policy rewrote, because we was without insurance for like a small little area of time, because I wasn't happy with the pricing that we was getting from Nationwide. So being that I wasn't happy with the pricing, when I decided just to stay with Nationwide, because I didn't do my due diligence, you know what they say. Anyway, I didn't do it, so I didn't call around. I didn't try to get different quotes. So I knew that we was at a park. We had our RV out. I knew that I needed coverage on this RV. So I called 3 hours before the tree actually fell on our RV. Had I not called, we would have been out of our RV. We would have been dead. And they didn't tell them whatever else would have happened. But when they rewrote the policy, they took out the replacement. So what they did was, once the tree fell, we started going back and forth with Nationwide. They called Nationwide and said it was an error on their part, because the replacement is supposed to be written into the policy. Because if you look at our policy from, what, 3 days prior, the replacement was on there. Nationwide seen it as a way where they didn't have to replace our RV, and pretty much want to put the agency out there and say, well, it's your agency that made the error and didn't put it on there.
But the reason why also is because you signed the document.
Yes, I signed the document. I didn't read the document. I just signed the document just because I'm thinking that my agency actually looking out for me, and which they were looking out. They called themselves doing me a favor, but I don't think that they didn't mean to put the replay. I don't know if they was trying to save me money. I don't know what they was thinking, tell you the truth, but they did not put the replacement on there. So
the agency was actually trying to save money. Bottom line, because Talmage had a concern regarding the pricing of the monthly insurance amount, the agency was trying to do something good. I don't believe they tried to do something malicious. I feel like they were trying to keep a customer happy, and in order to do that, they took out the replacement fee, which would have been an additional larger amount. But what we should have done, I know, but what we should have done is we should have read it. So anytime you get your policy, you have to read it, no matter what. I don't care if you've been with them for 20 years, you have to read that policy, because anything could be changed, and no matter what, it's on us because we didn't catch it.
Guys, I want to give a quick shout out to Akaso. I am so impressed with this cooler bag. All right, this bag is a backpack, tell you the truth. All right, for you campers, the ones that like to hike, this is the cooler bag for you. If you like to travel, this is the cooler bag for you. All right, this cooler bag has 5 layers of installation. I mean, it is nice. We actually put ice in this cooler bag the other day, and it kept the ice cold For what? I want to say at least 2 days.
72
It was $72.
It was 72 hours.
Actually, okay.
And the backpack cooler also has a bottle opener. It has the daisy chain where if something is wet, you can dry it off here. You can use some clamps to go ahead and hold on to your water bottles. And then you could put your cell phone in the side pockets, or keys or wallet or whatever. And then right here, which is really cool, this is a mesh backing.
It's a padded mesh.
Padded mesh. But guess what? It's sweat proof. Sweat proof. So
no, if you hiking, you're gonna sweat. You're gonna sweat a little.
No, it says it's sweat proof, and it is sweat proof. Right here, look at that. How deep that is. It says you can keep up to 36 pops or soda cans in here. And again, you're keeping
How many
cold.
bottles of Jack Daniels can I keep in there?
I don't know, but you can also keep it cold again for 72 hours. So please go check this bag out, and we will keep the link to this bag in our description box.
We will put it in the description, guys.
And guess what? It comes with a 15% off coupon.
A $15 off coupon.
$15 off coupon?
Yes, and we're going to put that in the description box as well.
Wow. So this normally averages around $170. So with
it can be yours today for...
you can go ahead and click the link and you can order it and have it to your door within a couple of days.
I'd like to thank my levy assistant. She did a good job by coming in and helping out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, you got to check out this bag. If you're in the market for a nice cooler bag, this is the bag to get.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
If you carry a firearm with you, yeah, your jewelry, that type of stuff.
That has to be a rider on your homeowner's policy.
Correct. I mean, the way they explained it to us is if you literally picked up your rig, flipped it upside down, and shook it, anything that falls out or would need to be part of your your rider insurance.
But that's
especially if it's a bigger dollar amount thing.
So
so like clothing and stuff, like you said, there's up to $1,000. That's that's going to cover your clothing or stuff like that. But if you have expensive pots and pans in there, if you have expensive just items like that are not, that's because that's under personal items. So that's what you have to watch.
And one thing that they stress that you should write down everything that you put into your RV, whether it's a laptops, whatever it might be, and put a dollar value to it, and at least call your agent and let them know this is what we're going to have in it. If something would happen, I mean, that's something that you
video it, or take pictures of it as it is in your RV.
That's something you should do with your home frequently, to be able to do that, because you're not going to remember everything if if it was a fire or whatever it might happen. That whatever the circumstance is.
Yeah.
And
where money goes, those things add up quicker than you think. That's the thing. Like on our policy with our insurance company, you get up to $5,000 with no extra cost. Well, we bumped, and so then if you go 5,000 to 10,000, we bumped ours up for $10, extra, because that's worth it to me, because I just want to make sure that I'm covered and have the coverage of, because it's unbelievable how things just add up when you start thinking about them and the value of them.
So think about that. For $10,000 worth of coverage, it only costs you $10 a month extra. That is huge.
And guys, I find that's my problem. I don't like reporting everything to the insurance company, because what I feel the insurance company do, they bump up your monthly payments when you start reporting everything. But if you don't report everything, you will find yourself on the losing end. So if you don't want to find yourself on the losing end, it's good just go ahead and report it, because anything can happen. Like, we wasn't expecting this tree to fall on our RV. Our last RV, we had our last RV for 3 years and nothing ever happened to it. So what's the odds we get a brand new RV 3 months later and something fall on our RV? So we wasn't expecting that. So we didn't report everything, like slide hoppers, like surge protectors, like everything that we had in our RV, because we made a big investment. So when you make a big investment, you got to remember, you got to insure that investment. You got to put insurance on it. You got to insure that investment. So I know our insurance agent, our insurance adjuster, the guy that I talked to, I know he worked for the company, but he when he talked to us, he wanted to act like he's our friend. But even though he want to act like he's our friend, I had to remember, like, he still work for this company. He still got to put food on his table. So he got to do what's best for his company that he worked for.
With Nationwide, the comp coverage in regards to vacation, because we had a couple of days where we were on vacation, you have to be 50 miles or more from your home residency address. Since we were within the 50 miles, they did not cover anything under the vacation comp policy. So that was something else that we missed out on.
So when she said we missed out on $10,000. So we did miss out, even though yeah, we like you said, we was within 29 miles of our own house. So check your insurance. If you're on vacation, see how much they pay for vacation as well. In the mileage. Because that helps in the mileage.
Yep. Something also that we learned was this.
I edited that out. Something else that I learned was when we added the slide topper, the washer and dryer, the power surge, the equalizer, we did not report that to the insurance company. The policy that we had with Nationwide only covered $1,000. If you calculate all that, we lost. So if you are adding anything into your camper, you need to pay additional money. It's not a lot, maybe $5, $10 more for additional coverage, so that if something was to happen, you can recoup all of your money back and it won't be a loss. We just ran into Noah. How long you been watching us, Noah?
I came across your video looking for Seneca Lake related items.
Really?
Yeah, so that's where I fell onto your video.
Okay.
Because we have a place down in Seneca.
Really?
My wife's grandfather built it 42 years ago.
Seneca Lake is beautiful too. Do you ever go to the campground there?
Yeah, we actually did 2 weekends ago. Went there for a party, and we got off and went the wrong way and walked all the way through the campground, so we got to experience that.
Okay. Did you follow us now, though?
I did not follow you, but I will when I get home, I promise.
Good. You know, it's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're just getting off the water. We're at Portage Lakes. It is always good to meet a fellow Ohioan that recognizes us. He said, like he said he did, he looked at the Seneca Lake and our video came up. So I'm happy that people can use our videos and recognize who we are. And it's always good to meet with you guys. We're friendly. You can always say something to us. But anyway, we're going back to Carolina Pines. We're going to pick up our RV tomorrow. We're going back to Carolina Pines, a place that we love to go. We're going to hang out with Tracy and Craig once again. So we're letting everybody know that live in South Carolina. We will be down there next month on the 26th. So we're going to be down there for the weekend. So if you would like to come out, like to hang out, come, you're more than welcome. So that you know, we did decide to stay with the open range. The reason why we stayed with the open range is because after countless of months of looking for the right RV, we thought that the open range actually fit all our needs, and it did. We was happy with the last open range that we had, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be happy with the new open range that we have. I did lose the 5.1 stabilizer, but I think we made it back with, you know, as far as the refrigerator with the ice maker and the water machine on the refrigerator, and also the Max Air Plus that we have in the kitchen, both the kitchen and bathroom. Before we only had the Plus in the kitchen. Now we have it in both rooms, and there's other little things that we actually learned as far as with the RV. Also, as far as the lipper system, as far as we can control our lights, our awnings, we can control our slide outs. So I think this RV is it's gonna be all right, and we're gonna have a lot of fun in it. So this is the new unit. We went to the same unit. And this is, what's your name?
Lane.
Lane. Lane is actually going to show us around the unit. Well, show me around the unit. Shanti is not here yet. So,
do you want to
well, no, she said start without her. But
Okay.
she's seen the unit before.
Sure, she ports too. I mean, and that's like the going thing. So either one, that
So
would be
Shanti,
fine.
this is Lane.
Hi.
She's actually doing a walkthrough with us.
Nice to meet
Shanti.
you.
Shanti?
Ashanti.
Ashanti. Okay.
Ashanti.
I went to school with an Ashanti.
Oh. Oh. Did
So,
you live
she-
in Alaska? No.
So let me tell you something, Shanti. She actually did her research.
Oh.
She knew it. I asked her a question.
Nice.
She already had it written down.
Thank you.
So did we get that last time?
You didn't. But
What?
today is a new day.
And I'm gonna obviously I'm making sure you're taken care
Yeah.
of.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah, you've been
All
through
right.
enough. You don't need any more
Yeah.
than need be.
Thank you.
Guys, we had the slide toppers added back in. They was able to give us a slide topper. They were also able to give us a surge protector. And what we're getting at it now, we actually took the rear view cameras off the other RV, so we're having that installed as well on this unit.
You're a lot calmer, a lot happier.
Yeah. Thank you. It's official. Anything else you would like to say? Okay.
Yes, it's very important that we all just love each other right now. There's a lot of turmoil in the world. Can we all just get along? Listen, I know I have the dad bod rocking. We're not stopping. And everyone just love everybody. There's not enough love in the world. You got a grandma make something good, share it with somebody. Okay, you make something good, share that with somebody. I don't know anything else to say. She caught me totally off guard, but that's okay. Usually I'm better on the fly, but we get low here in the 330. We're turning dimes into diamonds.
He is good. When that camera hit him, he got something ready.
I love it. Thank you. So what's your real name?
My name is Robert Tidyman. I'm a lead
Okay.
business manager at General RV. I specialize from everything from $5,000 pop-ups to $1 million buses. Well, you want to pay cash, finance, hey, we got it all here for you. And what I love about camping is going camping is really like the little last slice of America. You go out to the campgrounds, everyone's nice to each other. Kids ride on their bikes. We call them loser laps, kids just riding in circles. Street light rules still apply. Hey, lights kick on, come back to the camper. You might be there for 24 hours or 24 days, and you can make camping what you want to make it. Little weekend trip here, you want a full time, whatever you want to do, it's up to you.
This has been a roller coaster for us, but now we finally got our new unit and we are happy. All right, this whole thing lasted us about three weeks and a half, I believe. It was 3 weeks and a half?
It basically was 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yep.
4 weeks.
But on
And
the
they were long. It felt like
Yeah.
20 years.
It did. It felt like forever. You just don't know. If you used to have an RV, we had an RV for the last 8 years. So not having an RV, it's like you just sit in the house and like, wow, I wish I can go and do something right now.
We had a lot of time sitting on the couch.
Yes, yes. I guess the drawer is closer, huh? but anyway, we are happy. We got all the upgrades that we had on our last RV, and
we had some additional things that we didn't have, so that was a plus too.
yeah.
We want to thank all of you guys, all of your encouraging words, all of your prayers, your thoughts, your great well wishes, and your advice.
Yes.
Guess what? We really felt so loved by all of you guys, and we were able to go through a bad situation with great spirits, because a lot of it was because of you guys too.
And it seemed like you guys actually went through the same thing that we went through. You know, it seemed like you were sad for us. I know you were sad for us, and it really, all the encouraging word helped us get through. So
and the best thing too, out of all of this, is neither one of us was hurt, and no one else was hurt, and
So-
that is the blessing right there.
So the insurance, it did come through, but it just took a long time for it to come through. But once we got that approval, everything went fast from there.
Yeah. We still have some business to attend to though. The business that we still have to attend to is the park. The Rangers helped us out by taking the great pictures, so thank you,
Yes.
Ohio State Park Rangers.
They did send us the pictures. They did send us the police report.
And
the
all
report.
of the links for us to go and file
Yes.
on the park. And
So we will be keeping you updated with how that goes
Yep.
with the park, and see if they're gonna be cooperative or not. But we will keep you informed. That way, you know, what we're going through, someone else can learn from this, as far as when it comes to the insurance, when it comes to dealing with the parks and everything. So we thank you.
yeah. And big shout out to General RV.
Okay.
And big shout out to General RV. They made a bad situation into a great experience.
Yes.
It was Dan, it was Pat, our salesperson, Rob, our financial guy. The person that did the walkthrough with us was Lainey, and also Rodney, who did a lot of the installs on our camper. Thank you guys, and all of their teams that worked with them.
So guys, we got to get this RV back to the lot, because we got to get busy loading it up, because we head out this Friday.
Yep.
So we're back on the road. The Bandits are back. And on that note, Bandits out.